So you're building that brand new gaming PC and you're considering to run two 1070s in SLI. But should you? Alright, so if you're following our channel, you've seen the build log over this PC over my shoulder here, and we're running two 1070s in SLI. So the question kind of come up a few different times is, do we say, we were asked, do we support the SLI idea? Now personally, I enjoy SLI. I understand the performance issues and the inherent discrepancies that come with running SLI, but I really enjoy the look. I do like the performance boost I get when I can run SLI. And I just kind of leave it at that. For me, I like it. It works. The reason why we did it in this PC is simply because happenstance happened to have two. Why not run them both? With that being said, let's talk about those discrepancies with the SLI. So when running SLI and playing video games, you're going to run into a couple complications. You have one where the GPU or the game might not even recognize the second GPU, so it sits there and does nothing. Some games are so against SLI, you have to disable SLI to even play them. Some games have extremely poor optimization, so you're talking somewhere down around 10 to 30%. And other games, you can actually get up to maybe 85% in some rare occasions. I'd say on average, you're looking between 50 and 65% from your second GPU in SLI. That's usually considered pretty decently optimized. So as you can tell from that, if you're doing it right off the bat, you might want to consider running a 1080 as opposed to maybe running two 1070s in SLI. However, let's check out these benchmarks and kind of let that decide for you. Now please remember, in these benchmarks, these graphics cards are ran straight out of the box. We did not overclock them in these tests whatsoever because we wanted to have a real world scenario of what you guys can get if you just went out and purchased two EVGA 1070s. These are the superclocked editions, and just slapped them in your computer and ran up. So they are running the high bandwidth bridge, just a note, but that really doesn't make any difference as we have a video over that already. However, let's check out the benchmarks, and we'll be right back. So as you saw in those benchmarks, it's kind of across the board a little bit. We ditched out some games that we used to test simply because they don't support SLI. But for the most part, most of the games support it to some extent, whether it's poorly optimized or greatly optimized, as you can see in the slides. It's up to each development team. So we still kind of stand by the idea of a SLI setup is perfect for an upgrade path. So if you're buying a card now and maybe later plan on buying a used card down the road, no harm, no foul. It works out great, runs great in most cases. But you do need to understand that some things just don't work with SLI. So a single 1080 or a single higher GPU over any SLI setup typically is better across the board. While SLI will outperform in some cases, in other cases that single bigger graphics card will outperform the other. Now we did overclock these GPUs just to kind of see where we're at, did a few synthetic benchmarks. So let's check that out. Did some fire strike, things like that. See what you guys think. So as you saw, you obviously get a little bit better performance boost running SLI in any synthetic benchmark because they support SLI. And of course, we're going to get a bigger boost off overclocking them. Although it's not a crazy boost, it's enough to warrant the overclock, I suppose. But we still stand by the same solution. If you're buying two 1070s brand new today for the sake of SLI, you're probably better off just buying a single 1080, considering you could probably save a few bucks now since prices are starting to become a little bit more regulated and where they're supposed to be anyway. So with that said, guys, if we didn't test any games that you wanted us to test, leave a comment in the comment section below, or if you have any questions over this video. And if you liked it, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't, hey, give us a thumbs down. Comment below. Let us know what we screwed up, if we screwed something up. And for everybody else, thank you guys for watching. And if you like our content, consider subscribing. Don't forget to check out our giveaway, which we will have a link to in the description. And again, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.